Alright guys, hello, welcome back to another video. So in this video we will be actually I'll be doing my tier list on who to grind for. Who should you waste your time, money and effort getting and etherizing to E6. I won't be making a full tier list since other YouTubers have already covered that. I'll only be making the tier list for who should you grind for and who should you ideally get and who shouldn't you waste your time on. For that guys, please like and subscribe. We've been gaining a lot of support lately. So yeah, we're so close to the 300 sub goal. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so not gonna lie, I couldn't find the tier list, so I just made these. I downloaded these PNGs. So this will be the tier list, right? So we got the Dada tier list, the no-brainer tier list. It's like above meta. Like they're pretty broken. We got the I tier list, meta. Since it's I, it's because probably from this list, new units, we probably only have one. And that's it. And all the others are probably you already have, which is Ace, Kenpachi, and all the others, right? And we have the mid, they're kind of niche. And we have really, is it like they're totally not worth grinding for, right? Unless you really just want to acquire every single unit in the game just for the fun of the game, right? So without further ado, let's start. Alright guys, so obviously we all know Jinwoo is over here, the no-brainer tier list, right? If you get him, use him, right? So the thing is, what if you don't have Jinwoo, right? What if you're a brokey, as some people would say? Then the next thing would be Ichigo. Ichigo is insane. He's like a carbon copy of Jinwoo, and he's just a bit diluted. That's it. This guy is actually an insane DPS and support. He deals about, I would say, 45,000 on every 5 seconds, which is pretty insane, to be honest with you. And it will be higher with damage relics. I haven't really tested out with damage relics. And so his ability is, he basically deals 125% damage and full AoE stunts, which is really insane. So you don't need to bring in 2 units. You can just bring him in, and you can just stun the boss without having you, for example, bring in a Neji or Admiral, right? So the thing is, from that being said, he's like really competing with Jinwoo at this point, right? But Jinwoo is slightly has that better hand, since he can basically spawn units, of which Ichigo cannot spawn units. But really that's it, right? And his damage is slightly better. But Ichigo is still an insane DPS unit. I would say like both of them would be top 1, to be honest with you, top tier. And he's still pretty insane for example, bosses, rush modes, Ragna stages, still pretty insane. Alright? So I would say that's the only unit in the no-brainer tier list. I mean, the no-brainer tier. He's insanely broken. Alright? Hopefully he wouldn't get nerfed from his my boy Jinwoo, but yeah. So we have the second one, alright? Okay, so guys, we have the second one. Second one is Coyote Star, right? Or what do we call him? Iron Man. So we got him in the I tier list, alright? I'm not gonna lie, boys, okay? He's not on the bar, same as Jinwoo or Ichigo, but good thing, guys. It's a good thing that the developers have listened. I don't know who they listened to, but they listened, alright? So if you don't have Jinwoo, you can substitute him with Ichigo, and you can bring in Coyote Stark. So why would he do that? Because Coyote Stark, his main specialty is spawning in units. So let's just talk about his attack. So he deals about 30k, 29k baseline with ruler, of course. So the thing is with this guy, with Coyote Stark, is that he summons wolves on kills. 20% damage per wolf and 40% damage with a full sword. So, and his ability is actually pretty good. I would say he's like the first nuker that we have in the game. He deals 500% damage with Drain Nuke, which is really good. So he would immediately melt any units coming. And by far, he's one of the cheapest meta units to actually max out, I believe. Or at least that's what it seemed to me. So he's really good for, I would say, any stages that require long waves. For example, boss rush is like 30 wave. He's really good. If they have infinite mode, he's really good. So basically, if you want a Sun Jin-woo, he's a budget Sun Jin-woo. He's like Dollar Tree version of Sun Jin-woo. But of course, there are other units that are better. For example, Ace, Kenpachi, Kirito. But he's still like a good unit to have. and you can always use him, right? His stats are not that bad by any means. He's just mid. I mean, not mid, but I to have. All right, so we have Ichigo and Chaotic Start. So moving up, Grim Zhao, my boy Grim Zhao over here. He's mid, like the hardest middest unit that you have ever seen. All right. So what does he do, right? Basically, he has a frenzy every few attacks, basically for 20% damage and faster SPA, right? He's like, those are okay, I would say. So he has like, basically he boosts his own damage on the target and basically explodes it for 45% AoE damage. Basically, he's a bleed unit, I believe. He gains bleed and max ethereal if you get ethereal on him. I would say ruler is okay, but ethereal is a better trade on him. So if you don't have really a solid DPS unit, if you don't have Kapachi, if you don't have Ace, which is really unlikely, you can get him and he actually deals really good as a DPS unit. He's like a good starter DPS, I would say. So why is he not in the meta tier list, or why can he compete with Ichigo, right? So his damage amplification is only for himself, so he cannot really damage amplify his allies. And basically he has no slow, no freeze. He really doesn't have any hard nuke. Coyote, he has hard nuke. That's why he's in the meta tier list. He's really good. 500% nuke, that's really insane. So this guy is really mid because you need a specific team just for him to shine, which is insane. So he's immediately mid. I'm not gonna lie, he's either mid or not really worth grinding. It's just your choice, right? I really like Grim Zhao, so that's why I'm like kind of biased. So he's kind of mid, okay? All right. So moving on. I'm not gonna lie, boys. We got the baddie over here, the baddie. We got Tier Harbor. So Tier Harbel, sadly, they massacred my girl. They massacred her. So she's not worth grinding, she's not worth getting, bro. She's only worth getting the shiny version because of the cool skin. And that's it. Alright, I'm not even gonna lie. That is it. So you might ask, why? Why is she not worth getting, right? My boy, would you rather spending 100k gems to hit pity? I mean, not 100k gems. What am I talking about? Like 20k gems to hit pity on her, or would you rather just use your Shikamaru, Admiral, or Neji? I don't know what Neji is, but Neji. So basically, she basically has the same exact abilities. She's a slow unit. That's it. So instead of using Neji, which is easier to ethereize and level up and max out and get, or Admiral, would you rather spend more of your time getting her and maxing her out? Well, not really worth it, okay? Sure, she's cheap and she's a fast placement. She's a hill unit, great coverage. Not great coverage, what am I talking about? Like a good, decent range, I would say. Basically, I'm not gonna lie, she's not really worth it, okay? That's her only ability, I would say. I haven't really used her that much, but she's really mid considering what my friends told me about her. Alright, so her damage is mediocre, to be honest with you. No full AoE. She really falls off if you're a veteran mid tier, or even like if you're an endgame player, a mid tier player, or even a veteran. She's not really worth it. I'm keeping it $100 with you. So, oh god, we have Olakura. I'm gonna call him Green Guy, okay? Oh, I forgot to make it. Okay, I have to make a separate tier for him. I'm gonna say trash, fraud alert. All right, I'm keeping it a buck, boys. He's a fraud. He's like the biggest fraud out of all the game. Even like Jinwoo, okay? He's the biggest fraud. You would think he's cool. They're gonna give him some cool abilities. They're gonna make him good. They're gonna give him like some unique aspects. But nah, really, he's like honestly trash, doo-doo. Just throw him in the bin. Just sell him. Just like sell your boy, honestly. So why he's bad? So with Ruler, he's around 6k damage with every 4.6 or 4 seconds, which is insane. That's with Ruler. So do you know what that means? He would be only good if you have double Ruler. and that would be a stretch. Even with Double Ruler, I would place him like probably over here mid. Like, I'm being honest with you, he's that trash. All right. Okay, sure, his ability is flashy. Like, he has some cool pictures. I don't know what, like, VFX, GFX. I don't know what you guys call it, but yeah, those are really cool. But the thing is, even his ability is mid. His ability is like what, 300% damage. It's like, it's kind of like, man, 300% damage. You can get Coyote Star 500% damage. Like, what is the point? And he also amplifies his own damage. Like, come on, man. What are you talking about? Okay, low DPS, man. No strong utility. Utility's as same as her, but even more dog water in the attack on the damage aspect, which is insane. He has horrible scaling. So, he probably is one of the worst investments that you can make in this game. Alright, so guys, this is the tier list for the new update, okay? So, get Ichigo. It's a no-brainer. You need to get him, especially if you don't have Jinwoo. I would bet my house savings, your house savings, your mom's soul, and your brother's left testicle that you would need to use him in the next update, or you would need to use Ichigo or Jinwoo. Okay, I'm being honest with you. He's that good. He's like, you need to get him. Okay, and we have Coyote Stark. Like, he's really good. So get him if you have nothing to do. My boy over here, Grimchow, just get him because he's the GOAT. She's the GOAT of Bleach. Not gonna lie. And we got a baddie. If you got the shiny, just honestly give me the shiny, and that's it. I'm being honest with you. This guy, just sell him. Do not even convert him into shards. Just like sell him. Honestly, he's so ass. Okay, boys. So if you like the video, like and subscribe. I will see you in another video.